So Vanessa calls Dani over because she needs a friend and no analyzing like Nicole, but surprise, Dani still checks her. She's like, what are you going to do in terms of integrating Joey's lifestyle into your own families? And you remember the last time you played between both worlds, Doug died. So Vanessa takes offense to that and asks Dani to leave. After months of waiting, we finally see who this person is. Now, Joey is confused at first because he assumes the Impaler has sent this woman in his place. But then we find out that this is none other than Heather, his long lost sister. And so they are catching up and she's like, guess what? I am the Impaler. And Joey just laughs in her face because he does not believe it at first. But then she's like, oh, this is very much real. And I want you to work with me side by side. But Joey and Heather have different ways of doing business. And so he declines, saying he is content with the casino, and he's like, don't be a stranger and keep in touch. And she's like, oh, I intend to. So then Joey gets home and Vanessa is so relieved. She has been so worried. He tells her that Heather came to visit him, but he lies and says the Impaler had to be rescheduled because there was a huge police presence at the casino. And she believes this nonsense, but she's questioning, well, what does Heather want? Next, we see Ted and Andre catching up. Ted is talking about how he's bringing Shanice to the fundraiser, and Andre's talking about his heart-to-heart with Chelsea and how everything's going with Dani. Then Dani stops by, and Ted's like, do you think it's going to be okay with Nicole if I bring Shanice to the fundraiser tomorrow? Because I just want to make sure everything goes smoothly. And Dani's like, yeah, everything's totally cool. Isaiah has linked up with Jacob to check on him because he was like, it seems like you didn't care about the award you got. And Jacob was like, well, I didn't. I only care about catching this Impaler, the person who is responsible for my bestie's death. So then Jacob has to head out, and so Isaiah does the same. Martin's campaign manager is preparing for tomorrow's fundraiser when nosy Leslie is at the other table ear hustling. She immediately runs over to Eva's apartment trying to get a +1 to this event. And Eva's like, I'll tell you what, I'll try to get you an invite if you can name one of Martin's policies. Of course, Leslie fails miserably and Eva's like, nope, no ma'am. And so Leslie is just like, you know what? Enjoy your little event tomorrow with your boyfriend. After his meeting with Jacob, Isaiah heads back to Eva's apartment and they just catch up. And she's just like, I think Leslie may try to crash tomorrow's event. So we end with Leslie hightailing it back to the club and running into the campaign manager. And she's trying to get this ticket no matter what. And the campaign manager is like, yeah, I know you, but a seat is going to come at a hefty price. And Leslie says, I'm sure it'll be worth every cent. Like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next.